Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you your top 3 market points of the week. But before we dive into that, as always, it's your fantasy football update. My team fell to 3-2 this past week. We did put up a bit of a dud, but we are off to a very strong start this week as Travis Kelce put up a huge stat line on Thursday Night Football. So stay tuned for next week to see how my record progresses then as well. Now, to your top 3 points of the week. Point number 3 was big banks releasing earnings earlier today. So JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Citigroup did all report earnings and did release them earlier today. JP Morgan and Wells Fargo issued better results on net interest income, as well as Citigroup posting a higher than expected profit gain thanks to their fixed income trading desk. So all 3 of those names currently are up for the day. At point number 2, like we mentioned last week that we were going to keep our eye on this, it was CPI data that came out. Core figures were largely in line both over month and year over year, but we did see a slight tick up in headline inflation at 3.7% versus expected 3.6% on a year over year basis. Now, what kind of drove that increase was lodging away from the home, predominantly hotel stays, as well as rising energy prices. Now, the inflation data, while slightly higher on the headline side, did not really do much to change the trajectory of an interest rate hike come November. We are still seeing that probability as relatively low. So not a lot of expectations of another hike come the November Fed meeting. Finally, at point number 1, we just wanted to give a quick update on the Israel-Hamas conflict that has since happened. Now, since Hamas attacked Israel last week, the fighting has only intensified. And earlier today, it was announced that Israel did give a 24-hour notice to citizens in northern Gaza to evacuate within the next 24 hours, as there's expectations that a ground invasion into Gaza may be imminent. Now, that is 1.1 million citizens that they are, issuing this evacuation notice to. And the UN has pretty much said that this is an impossible endeavor. So we're going to try and keep you updated as this situation progresses, week over week. So be expecting that on next week's video as well, if it continues. Now, that does it for your top 3 points of the week. What are we looking forward to next week? Well, largely, we're going to be keeping our eyes on retail sales to see if those resumption of student loan payments and just consistent, persistent inflation figures are really driving backwards on the consumer. So we'll keep an eye out for that and keep you updated next week on that data point as well. But that pretty much does it for this week's video. As always, if you have further questions, dig into the written week in review or reach out to your financial advisor. Otherwise, make sure to go enjoy your weekend and try and enjoy that good weather as long as you have it. Otherwise, we'll see you same time next week. Thanks.